Hi guys. Hi everyone. I'm back in GTA 5 and we're gonna do something a little bit different today, as you may be able to tell from the outfit, the gloves and everything. I'm wearing a wetsuit because today we're gonna go for a swim. But you and I are gonna stay nice and dry and cozy. So I'm headed to the beach. There's no one around, so I really don't have to stop at these lights. But I do anyway. For fun. I just heard my cat meow. Wrong lane. And I might have to go get him. I actually thought I would go to the pier and jump off the pier, and this is not how you get there, but I'm taking a shortcut. Normally I film my video and audio separately. Today I thought I would do it live with my Blue Yeti, so this is a different kind of G2 video. Let me know if you like it like this, where everything's live, my reactions. Sorry, I had to check on my cat and he's fine. He and my doggy are just a little whiny right now. I think I need to leave. I don't think I should be here. Okay, let's take a left here. And you'll probably hear more, no, this isn't it either. You'll probably hear more computer fan sounds today. Some people like that, some people don't. Oh no, I'm in a do not enter. Don't do this at home, everybody. Wait, can I need to be up there. I really don't know how to make my way around this area well at all, but I don't think I'm necessarily doing it right. Okay, maybe I've found a way to go. Here we go. Okay. Here is the pier. I mean, I really don't need to go to the pier. I could just jump in the ocean, but I thought we'll visit the pier real quickly, see the rides, and then jump off the end. I'm really excited for this, actually. I adore the ocean and I love sea creatures, and I'm pretty sure you can see sea life, so I think this will be really fun and hopefully very relaxing. Something very different. Oh, there's an emergency help station. An ice cream. Okay, let's park up here in front of the ice cream stand and get out. You can see my lovely outfit. Here's Franklin in full scuba gear. There's a nice seafood restaurant here. But what we're interested in is the water. So let's see what's the best jumping point. Probably from down there. Let's go walk down the stairs. Alright, are you ready, everybody? I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. Way under the sea. Oh, I love this. How cool. By the way, if you guys want to know how I did this, so I'm in director mode like I usually am, because that honestly makes everything easier and better. And only some fish. If you pick one of the main three characters, like I'm Franklin today, I'm usually Franklin because he's my favorite of the three, and then you change his outfit, you can put on the scuba outfit. Now you've got the rebreather and all that, so it's all good. I guess I should give it a little bit of a warning for those who have, fear of the water and depths like that, that this one probably won't be the best for you. But alternatively, this could be a good way to kind of conquer your fears if you can explore in a safe way like this. I like playing the game Subnautica. Oh, there's a pretty big trench down here. I'm not gonna do, I'm not doing first, or I'm not gonna do third person like this. Oh look, he's got a light on. See his little light? I was gonna do first person, but I just kinda wanna show you how cool he looks. There we go. Let's go down this. Oh, what is happening? I don't know, swimming kind of weirdly for a second. Okay. Yeah, really hoping we can see some sea creatures today on our dive. I can do it like a tour, like. Hello, and welcome to the Deep Sea Dive Relaxation Tour. If you look out your left, you'll see the open ocean. Look to your right, and you'll see some little schools of fish swimming around some coral. And I heard that there's more stuff to see if you do story mode than online. So, let that be something of note. I'd also like to get a submersible. Maybe I'll save that for next time. Today I just thought we'd scuba dive. Little first person scuba diving. And see what we see. Enjoy the sights and sounds underwater. Because you don't really do this a lot in the story. There's only like 2 missions I think I can think of where like you get in the submersible and you do stuff. And to be honest, I loved that. I kind of wish there was more because look, they added all this cool stuff. I won't go too far in like the open ocean because that is kind of more creepy than cool. And I'm honestly not sure that they've modeled much this far down. So let's hug the coastline. I'll head back and we'll kind of head down south, maybe around the tip. I believe, I want to say that that's where one of the missions was where you got on the submersible. Wasn't it near the airport? I kind of recall that. One of my favorite games that I played as a kid, and I've mentioned this before, so you guys probably have heard me talk about it before, is Endless Ocean. There's 2 games, Endless Oceans and Endless Oceans Blue World. Oh, they were just my favorite games. And it was a lot like this. Well, it was more like it looked like this, and it was just like you swim and yeah, diving, taking a look at all of the sea creatures and kind of cataloging them in a way. It was very peaceful. It's very calm. I've basically been on the hunt for another Endless Ocean since then, or since I got really into gaming, because that was for the Wii, and I don't really have a Wii anymore, and I don't really use a Wii, so let me just check what time it is. It's midday. Let's see if afternoon might be a little bit brighter. It's kind of like, I mean, the lights just shifted. I was just hoping for the brightest time for the best underwater visibility. We do have this little flashlight on, but and clear is probably the best. Yeah. Oh, actually, could you hear the rain if you went up to the surface? I don't know. I don't know that you could. I really, let's see which one's better. Let's go with afternoon. Really loved the thunder from my last GTA video, and I kind of just want to do another, but I can't make like the same thing so close, you know? Like, I'm definitely open to doing another thing where I do similar, like drive around and there's thunder, but I can't have them so close back to back. So, okay, let's swim up here. Kind of see something in the distance, and unlike when you're like walking, if I press A, it just kind of, I start to surface, or holding A. So What is that? Yeah, what are those things that I'm seeing? I don't know, let's go swim over there and see, yeah? Are they like... Am I seeing the... Oh, something that's on the surface and it's sticking in the water a little bit, I think? Oh yeah, now the rest of the buoys have come in. It's like... Well, here, I'll just surface really quickly and we'll have a look, yeah? Oh look, there's a plane. Yeah, here's the waves. This is unrealistic because I'm so still when the waves are bobbing around me, but realistically, you know, you bob with the waves. That's one of my favorite, like, feelings in a way. After I've spent a long day in the ocean, when I lay in bed at night and you close your eyes, you can still feel the rocking of the ocean, like the movement as you're being bobbed by the current, and it's always been one of my favorite feelings. And it's really, really relaxing. To me, at least. I think everyone feels that. This is really pretty here, isn't it? Let's do a little... Oh, look how like weirdly dark it gets though. It's kind of odd, like... You know how much darker it gets when we do third person versus first? It's much brighter here. I guess it's because we have the light that's being shined. Hello little fishies. Hello. Hey everybody. Yeah, so I do have my eye on a couple games that are meant to be spiritual successors, kind of. It's Endless Ocean. I haven't gotten them. I played on the channel a long time ago one that was called like Deep Diving Simulator, which was fun, but it was more about cleaning up the ocean rather than the animals. I'm in it for the fish and the whales and the sharks and the dolphins. I used to be really, really into marine biology as a kid. I joined a marine biology club where we got together to study for the competition. In the state of Florida, there's a marine ecology competition, or at least there was, like 10 years ago. I would assume that it's still going on. And I think it's just for kids. And I've got like 3 different age groups, for like younger kids up to teenagers, and they have to classify hundreds of species of fish, birds, marine plants, even some shells, like who lives in them. So it just got it's really hazy and weird over here. Why is it so weirdly hazy? Where are we? Let's swim up. So I studied with my little club for that competition. Is it just like really polluted down here? I'm heading toward... Where's the airport? It's like way down there. It would be a lot faster if I had some sort of submersible. I can't even see. What happened? I literally can't see. This is weird. Okay, I have to go somewhere else because I seriously have no visibility over here. So we entered the competition in 2 different states as a team and as individuals. And our team was just me and 2 girls, 2 sisters. And then I individually entered. That's so much better, right? So much more blue. And my team won. The 3 of us took first place for our age bracket. And funnily enough, the 3 of us also got first, second, and third in the individual phases. And yes, I did win first place. So as I said, I was really, really into marine ecology, and I could identify hundreds of species of fish, plant, bird, anything you could find at the beach and the ocean. I was such a nerd, a marine nerd. I remember that of the sisters, one of the sisters was very mean. Like, she didn't seem to either like me or her sister. And she was really, really angry that me and her sister beat her because she got third. But she was youngest, so she was like a year or 2 younger than us. The other sister was like a year older, and she was like a year or 2 younger. So no one was like blaming her that the 2 older girls did better, but she was very, very angry at us. I remember. It was a really long time ago. A really random story for me to tell you guys. And I was actually such a little marine nerd that during the classification, there was like, I think part of it was like, they would give you the Latin name and you had to give the, like, it had like the genus and the species, but you had to tell what its like common name was, or vice versa, I believe. And me, being the absolute nerd that I was, went up to some of the adults in charge of the event that were going around making sure like no one is cheating and stuff, and I informed them that one of their things was wrong. Because I stood there for the longest time thinking that's not the Latin name, like that's not it. And so I told them they had it wrong. They were like, hold on. They went and they got someone, and then they came back and said, yeah, okay, yeah, actually we had that wrong. And they fixed it. But I was the first person that had noticed. And it was all age groups actually that were looking at that. You just had to do more if you were older. And so me, one of the youngest kids in the competition, was so, you guys actually got this wrong? It's just really funny, like, how annoying I was. Someone had to tell him though. Is there anyone living in here? Can I go in? Not really. Oh look, I can see my shadow. And this floating, you see these little white spots everywhere? It's called detritus, and it's just little pieces of dead fish and fecal matter and all sorts of stuff floating in the ocean. Isn't that lovely? Aren't you glad I told you that? I mean, you're swimming in fish, pee, and poop. This was a terrible idea. I should not have made this video. I'm telling you guys awful things. That is not relaxing at all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my favorite part of being in this club and, you know, studying and all that was because, or was that part of our, like, training or whatever, was that we got to go visit a bunch of aquariums across the state. Florida has a ton of aquariums, obviously, and we went to them all and studied the entire time. It was like nothing was not a study session, you know? Like, even just going to the beach, which I lived near the beach, so I'd go all the time and I'd just like practice classifying. Uh-oh, it's not supposed to be here, is it? And as part of our winnings, I remember our team got to go have a special like dolphin meet and greet with some local dolphins. I say local dolphins like, you know, oh, the dolphins next door. Like, they actually were just, you know, dolphins that were living at this aquarium, and so we got to meet them and learn a little bit about training them and get to play with them a little bit. I've always loved dolphins, of course. I'm a Florida girl, so that was very, very fun. And they said they were proud of us, like young budding marine biologists. Clearly, I did not go into marine biology as a profession, nor did I major in it or anything. It's just something I have an affinity for. I think growing up in Florida by the beach with all this wildlife surrounding me, you know, in the ocean and then on land I had gators and panthers and bears and all these amazing creatures that I just developed a really, really strong love of wildlife and feel very protective of them. And I always will, and I will always advocate to clean our waters and keep them clean. Like actually just yesterday I was walking, went for a walk, and I was walking around a lake and I saw a bunch of trash in the lake, and that made me really upset. I did stop to pick up a can out of the water, but that's not much, obviously. It's very cool, isn't it? There was a lot more than just one can. So I am telling myself and telling you all that I'm really just telling myself I need to go back one day with my big boots on and some dirty clothes, and I want to clean up that lake. It was really sad, the amount of trash that was thrown in, and that's something that you guys can always do too. You know, you can really get involved locally. River cleanups and lake cleanups are always taking part. You can either go by yourself or with friends and pick up trash and litter that you find in your local waterways, or if you live near a beach, by the beach, or also if you live near the beach, something you can do that's also really fun is when turtle season happens, you can go help protect the baby turtles as they return to the ocean, and that is really, really fun. As I'm sure you guys are aware, sea turtles, they come to land to lay their eggs, and normally, oh look at these giant clams. Ah, look, a bunch of giant clams, how cool. Very cool. Now, as I say, so normally people are around and they can mark the areas where they lay their nests so people won't go in and disturb them. But you know, sea turtles lay hundreds of eggs. They look like little soft ping pong balls if you've never seen them, and they're very soft and leathery feeling. They're very cool. They're not hard at all like a chicken egg. They're soft. They're kind of squishy. Not that you want to be squishing them if there's a baby turtle inside, but so when the time comes for the turtles to return to the sea, it all happens in this amazing mass migration. And what they do is they swim towards like the ocean under the light of the moon. However, we have a lot of competing light sources these days, and sadly some little baby sea turtles can get confused and they turn the other way and they head toward the roads and the highways where they can, you know. So something that people will start doing is they volunteer the nights when the sea turtles start to hatch. Everyone goes, they show up, and they help direct the sea turtles in the right way to help them return to the ocean safely. and also protect against the other natural predators that are there to try to pick off the youngins, which is also a bad thing. So if it's during the day, you can help shield off from the birds, and if it's at night, you can help them make sure they don't go towards the road. Yeah, and it's really fun, and they're really cute. They're little flippers, like, flapping around. They're so tiny, and then they get so big, and then they return to the same spot to lay their eggs as adults. And they are just wonderful, wonderful, beautiful creatures. So beautiful, so wonderful. I hope that maybe a little bit of my love and enthusiasm of our oceans and the denizens that live there maybe rub off on you a little bit, and you will also come to care, because I think this is a wonderful, beautiful place. And obviously we're not in a real ocean right now, but it's a good pretend ocean. And we've explored so little. If you think about the sheer area of ocean in our world, the amount that we've mapped and explored and cataloged creatures is tiny. It is very, very tiny, and we know way more about our moon and the other planets than we do about our ocean, and that's on this planet. I'm gonna go down a little bit, do a little deep sea diving. Not that I don't care about space, I just kind of have always been like a person that's like, why did I just punch? I just was like, what happens if I press B? You punch the ocean. I just feel like we need to be finding out more about the bottom of our ocean, explore the rest of the deep sea, because the conditions down here are insane. For example, like the pressure, you all know, the further down we go, the greater the pressure. Realistically, I probably couldn't freedive this. Like, this is I'm already getting pretty far down, and Franklin's inexperienced. So we would need like pressurization equipment, we would need to be training, like how dark it's getting. But there's so many creatures that live down here that are able to adapt perfectly. And they live their whole lives down here. I just would like to know more about those kind of animals, especially the ones that have bioluminescence. That's very cool. And I think unlocking more of the keys and the mysteries of our deep sea denizens will help us with life on Earth and the drier parts of Earth. So, well, that's just my little spiel about the ocean, and that I wish more money were put into research in the ocean rather than space. Again, it's not that I don't care about space, it's just like, why are we going elsewhere when our own home, our own planet has barely been explored? We're constantly finding new things, and species long thought to be extinct have been found to be living in more remote parts of the ocean, like the coelacanth, and just, who knows what else is down there. The giant squids, previously only, hypothesized to be alive, have now been seen on camera and caught, and we're finding out so much, but there's still so many animals where it's like, we don't even know, how long do these creatures live? How big do they get? We don't even know. Like the Greenland shark, for example, it's only guessed at how long the Greenland shark lives, because one was caught that was estimated to be about 400 years old. They are just so rarely found near the top part of the ocean where we normally are, because they live so far down that we don't see them enough to learn about them. Like this little kelp forest that I'm in, how cute. There's a lot of these off the you know, the California coast. Oh, you know, I'm afraid that you guys have caught me in like one of my passion subjects. I think I could sit here and swim around and talk about the ocean all day. Which, to be fair, maybe those of you who love my voice and to hear me ramble, maybe you would like that. I'm gonna swim up. Let's see. Are there gonna be any little sea otters? California sea otters? You know, living up here? I mean, I don't think there would be, but I just thought I would look. There's also sea lions. I just figured like kind of the species that you could find outside California is what you would see here. Wow, it's a lot of trails. Wow, look how far we've come. The pier is way, way, way down there. See it? Because I've explored so little of the ocean in this game, I actually don't know, where are the good areas? Hi, fishies. There's probably certain parts you can go to that have interesting things, like a shipwreck maybe, or, oh, here's something right here. Let's go check that out. Oh, look over here. It's like an entire building almost that's fallen under the water. So maybe you guys can tell me, like, oh, hey, in the next video, go here. I did this one more as almost like a test, just to see, do you guys enjoy the underwater stuff? Because, you know, when I think GTA, I'm not gonna think underwater scuba diving. We're gonna think cars and driving around in said cars, but you know, GTA is really an amazing game. There's actually a lot to do here, and I love kind of pushing the boundaries of what GTA is. Like today, GTA is a underwater exploration game. Why not? And it's relaxing, you know? We haven't had to deal with any crazy pedestrians, any terrible drivers. It's just us and the open ocean and the coral reefs and the fish and the underwater oil pumps or whatever this is. And yeah, there's also submarines. So that's another thing that we could maybe do, is hop in a little submarine and do a little deep sea. For those who are interested and, you know, don't necessarily have the underwater phobias, we could definitely go on a little deep sea dive. I know there's stuff to see down there. They put a lot of detail into this game, and I want to explore it. I want them to know that it was not in vain. Like, we're gonna appreciate it. Can you go down in here? It's pretty... Yeah, you totally can, right? Check it out, guys. We're in a... I don't know what we're in. It's cool, though. If this were, like, genuinely like a water exploration game, then there would be something here, you know, like there would be a collectible or a cool species of something to catalog, something like that. I've played too much Endless Ocean, I guess. Alright, well, I really would love for you to let me know, does this work? Is this, you know, as relaxing as the car? Like driving? And you know, I also did the live voiceover. Next time I can just do like what I usually do and film first, voiceover later. I can whisper. I did self-speaking today because the computer fan is a little loud, and if I speak softly, then it covers up more of the fan noise. It's purely like I was trying to be strategic. I don't have to turn like the gain up as much, and And I can edit it out easier without losing more of my voice. So let me know. I can do another if this was really enjoyed, and in the next one I could do ear-to-ear whispering. I can go deep-sea diving. I can maybe try to find a submersible. Any of those fun things. But for now, I'm gonna let you drift off to sleep. Sweet, oceany dreams. And tonight, you'll be sleeping with the fishes. No, not in like the bad way, in like the good way. Look at this view. Like, look how pretty this is. I feel like we could be in Finding Nemo. Right? Yeah, I could almost hear the music. So, okay, everybody. Sleep tight tonight. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye, everybody.